Chairman, how are you?
Good, real good.
Congratulations. What a conference. Just spectacular.
Well, amazing. Yeah, we're pretty excited. I'm a little beat up here, a little bit tired, but hey, when you bring this many Native American industry leaders and tribal leaders into town, you've got to be really excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's just an amazing thing. Ernie, what are the takeaways from this NIGA? This would seem to be so important to everybody. What are some of the takeaways?
Well, I think that we take away from this that we're ready to get on our feet again, get our economies back on our feet again, and get just overall be able to do things we're used to doing. But again, the message throughout the conference was careful, go slow, wear your mask, keep your distance, and get that vaccine. The REST conference 2 years ago was really one of the last big conferences. Now, we planned this thing and we took a shot at it. We were careful about it, but you know, we worked hard, and we really want to give credit to the National Center for American Indian Enterprise Development, Chris James, their CEO. It's just he worked with our executive director, Jason Giles. Just did a great job. So we were counting on some of these restrictions to go down, but they can't go down through hope. They have to go down through practice. And that's what we're trying to do. I think that's what Las Vegas is trying to do. And just be careful, you know, that's the bottom line. Before the pandemic, we were a $35 billion industry. And before the pandemic, we were the 11th highest employer in the United States of America. Don't know the statistics now. We were a little bit slightly above the mainstream gaming industry as well. Not really a competition, but something we talk about to try to monitor the numbers. Well, I think today and this conference this week is a giant step towards getting back on our feet again, getting back towards those numbers. And I told everybody that we want to get back to those numbers and beyond. 700,000 direct and indirect jobs in Indian country through gaming, through tribal government gaming. We got to get back there. We got to get our people back to work again. And I'll tell you what, I don't think Las Vegas minds when we have a $10 million impact on their economy here either. So I think everybody's happy. We like Las Vegas, you know. But we just, you know, we come here, we like to do our work, get away from home. But I told everybody this all week long. You know, I think that our tourist attraction in Indian country, the things we're doing, and I said jokingly, but friendly and happy, not calling anybody out or anything. I just think our machines pay out a little more. I don't know. Maybe that's just a personal opinion. But so we like Indian country. We like what we're doing. It's, you know, again, from what we've been through. It's something that we're really excited about. Now, passionate, you know, there's one thing is that Cheryl Stevens was in the crowd. That makes me passionate. The tribal leaders that I've worked with for my whole career, I've been doing this, you know, for, you know, probably 30 years.
Yeah, I know.
And those people I've worked with, you know, we've all gotten a little older, you know, but these young people come along and keep pushing us. My two sons were there, and they were working. They worked different responsibility in different angles, but you know, all of it about economic development, all of it about moving Indian country forward. It's so dynamic, and it's not about me or my passion or my energy. It's about theirs, and I ride the wave of their energy, and they're out there and they're excited, and I think that people really have a right to be excited because they work so hard. They work so hard to get these economies back on their feet. And I'll tell you what, you know, there's a lot of things that have gone on in Indian country, and it hasn't been easy, but we worked our way through. We still got a long ways to go. We still got a lot of people that are unemployed. And through this pandemic, you can't, when you have to shut down your industry, we shut everything down. And we worked cooperatively with our local, state, and different folks, our federal folks, not to keep everybody safe, but to try to get some money pumped back into this economy. But I'll tell you what, it was local and state and Indian country that really did this. So this is one of the classic examples how we can work together for the betterment of the world around us. And we did that, we're proud of that.
Ernie, where do we go from here? What's on the horizon that we'll need to tackle?
You know, for me, we're going to keep trying to get some more looks at our industry, get some more people to understand how much kind of shot in the arm we need to not just our industry, not just Indian country, but I think this whole country needs to come together and start pushing in a way that we can rebuild America. And I'll step back for just a second, Tino. One of the things that I really get worried about is that all those people that lost their jobs, all those people that spend 10, 20, 30 years in working in their respective fields, you know, they're frustrated. We understand that. But you just can't make money. You can't recreate money. When you shut the industry down, you have to work your way a safety mentality in our casinos. I think the numbers are fairly good, you know. I think people are excited about where we're going. But no matter how well we're doing, you can't just recreate the money. You have to rebuild it. Something we built for years got shut down, completely shut down. And I think that we have to be patient with the tribal leaders, patient with our general managers, patient with our industry folks, and we'll get there. We will get there. And this week was a giant example and indicator that says we're getting there. And so just getting our folks back to work. Jobs, 700,000 jobs in our industry, both direct and indirect. If you combine all that, probably half of those folks are our neighbors and non-Indians working in our industry. So we're all in this together. And you know, the last time we had something like this, Indian country was there. The Great Recession, Indian country was there. We kept people working through all that. We put people back to work through this thing, and it's, you know, our bottom line is jobs. Our bottom line is health and benefits and taking care of our community and keeping our people safe. I think we're doing that, Tino, but we still got a lot of work to do. But the bottom line is Indian country cares about their people, their family, their community, and their employees. And right now we're getting back on our feet. We're more healthy, and you know, without getting too emotional, all the people that we lost through this pandemic has just been a horrible and devastating. I spent a lot of time at this trade show hugging people, and I got to give them a shoulder hug and kind of look over this way, so it's really my shoulder hug, and I look away, but so I want to practice what I preach and keeping a distance. But sometimes people lost their loved ones. One of my good friends who works in the vendors, her husband was one of my favorite guys. I bought stuff from him all the time. I didn't know he passed till I came and saw her today. And so it's frustrating, but it's something we have to work through. We have to help these people get through this tragedy, and the best way to do it is get our economies on our feet, get people back to interacting and doing things, and people working. That's our bottom line. So I keep talking and try to stay empowered about that discussion, because if we really stop and think what we've been through, it's very sad, it's very emotional. So just keep working. That's what I know how to do.
Ernie, this has been fantastic. What a great event. What a fantastic accomplishment. Everybody I spoke to loves the event. Yeah. They can't wait for the next one. This is a milestone. Congratulations to you, the team, to all of Native Country. Looking forward to having you back on, my friend.
Thank you. And we got G2E around the corner. We're going to have our mid-year Pachanga. We're going to end up in Anaheim in the springtime. All this stuff is going to happen real fast. But we got to stay focused on the safety standards. We got to stay focused on keeping ourselves safe and keeping our industry moving forward. And I tell you what, the last thing I'll say, Tino, I'm proud of those gaming managers, those gaming professionals that put those safety standards up. And I tell you, through the pandemic, I hung out at the casino a little more than I have in the past. And every time I moved from that machine, there was someone there to wipe it down. When I came through the door, someone to check my temperature. Those acrylic things. The only problem, Tino, is I think you might agree with me, Tino, but those acrylic things, they can make them a little wide.
Yeah,
yeah,
we can't get in there.
But anyway, all in all, Tino, we're getting it done. But we got to work together. We got to support our leadership, and we got to be patient with one another. Got to love one another.
Ernie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to having you back on.
Thank you, sir.